Well, I don't know the answer to your question, but hello. This is going to be a tutorial on Novella. As like I've said before, this is the 5th take, I believe. But as someone mentioned in a Discord I was in, they're like, how do I memorize the maps? Now, Novella is very simple. It's probably going to take less than 10 minutes, but I'll show you step by step as I go through on what Novella's layout is. Okay, Molly, I've heard you 4 times. Okay. So, of course, to proceed, you just head to the screen. Now, this is probably one of the more platform-heavy areas in the game. As much as I'd like to admit it. I know Kukunia is, but once you get through Kukunia once, you don't go through it again. Same with, well, you do go through it again, but only into the maintenance area. Well, at Novella, you don't have to go through it at all. This is the only visit that you take to Novella. The only visit, which is quite the shame, since most of the areas in this game you only go once. NeoTube, you only go back if you want to fix your RNG, but as I've learned, save loading actually changes the RNG, so that may change. And as for Novella, like I said, you don't go through it more than once. Also, what am I missing? Oh, there we go. Oopsies. Alright, so once I complete this, I will show you on the map exactly where to go and how to proceed through it. Since, like I've been told, like I've seen since I've speedrun this game, the only area that gives me trouble is a Wandle. That is the only place. 28 used to give me trouble before, but once I started to learn it and start to, the only area that mixes me up is for the maintenance area. That's the only thing. But as for Novella, it is very simple and clean. Excuse me for the Game of Mars reference. So, as soon as I get through this cutscene, I will show you on the map exactly where to go. So I probably should have done that for Neo too, but sort of self-explanatory. Okay, so where you start is the gate. You go up, you take the little bridge, you head up, mandatory area, take the left, head back up, mandatory area, take the right, go back down, take the right, head back up, and this takes you to the next area. Now the other ones may be a little bit more complicated to show, because I don't know if they're on individual maps, but I'll show you real quick. So, as I've said before, switch to VTubers when platforming. They are much faster. Like, really, really much faster. That's the only time you'll use them. You'll never use them in combat. Ever. They don't do anything in combat. Well, not don't do anything in combat, but they're very slow in combat compared to, Also, can this thing stop moving? Thanks. Fantastic. But yeah, it tends to be, one of the more easier levels. I completely lost my train of thought. Excuse me for that one. Also, thank you for dying, fake book. Alright, so another little tip as well. The portal automatically puts you in the direction you're supposed to go. So if you just dash back, and once you go through the portal you head forward, you're gonna be heading forward. It helps you onto making the area that you're supposed to go to much easier. So again, switch to VTubers, start jumping. Now, I explained this in my tech video before, but you don't have to shoot these boxes at all. You can just double jump dash over them for both of them. I'm not sure why the boxes are in the game in the first place. There's only one that you have to mandatorily destroy, and that's towards, what was it? It's actually the first portion of the game when you first start in NeoTube. As the only time you have to change or shoot a box. Like, they're supposed to give you items, but from all the times I've shot them, they haven't given me anything. So, you can see Skyrider isn't too difficult. It's more just, again, another shooting simulator. The only difference is that it'll dive towards you at some points, which does make it a little bit, as you can see. And it should be an emote, and it should be done in a couple hits. 2, 3, 4. There we go. As I've said before, I've gotten pretty good RNG in terms of cubes, or well, I actually grinded cubes, but in terms of like the grinding portion, Kukuni is the real massive portion. But once you're done with the grinding, you're at 25. Novella should be really open to you. Also, I think I completely forgot to show the map, didn't I? Let me go show that real quick. Oopsies. I'm doing this live, so I can't really edit it, nor do I have recording software to edit it, but I'll go show you real quick and show you the map. That is completely my mistake. I'm so used to just running through it without showing anything, so I do entirely apologize for that. But hey, you get to see some loading screens. So, from where you start, you go right there, you take the left, mandatory area, take the jump, mandatory area? See, now I'm confusing myself. Yep, you do the mandatory area, jump up, do that, mandatory area, jump into the gate, head up, head down, go back there, jump down, and then jump on the cubes, right up, and right into this area. And then, as you just saw very recently, well, actually about 10 seconds ago, you defeat Skyrider. Now, they all have different names. I don't know why all the security robots have different names. They don't really affect anything. It's just a color change. They don't change their movesets. They don't change anything else. Maybe they'll have like a barrier or two, but for the most part, they don't change. So, this one is not too complicated. There are actually 2 teleporters, as you can see. You do not go through the left teleporter. I'm just shooting them to shoot them. But you do not go through the left teleporter first. That actually takes you to the end of the area. What you want to do is head into the right portal. And then another mandatory area. But to get through it faster, you can actually just click the live button and then just smash square. There's no other button needed. No other button needed. But the only reason I choose to do this is because what was it? I can't remember. The bunny melters. They can be quite difficult to catch if they just dash across the screen. Also, what am I destroying? What did I even destroy there? But yeah, the money melters do tend to run around the area, so you have to actually defeat them. So using live is much more convenient to doing that. But as you can see, you go to the right, you take another right, and you head into the teleporter. Again, visual representation, up, mandatory area, up, right, and down. And now there's a shooting, excuse me, wrong area. But as you can see, you just head up, and you head to the left. The right has I think an optional area that has a cube. But then you just take the shooting area, you go up, and then right, if I can dash, and then go up once again. And then it's just to the switch. So I think I'm on the same map, right? Yeah, I'm on the same map. So as you can see, that's the portal that I went to. You take that, you go right, you go down, and then it will take you to this this area right here, which then you head that way, you go down, you go right, you go in, then you head to the teleporter, and it's basically straightforward from here. But the bonus to this in Novella is through normal gameplay, without having to go out of your way, you get a free V-Cube, which should be right here. So it's a free V-Cube, it should be Hibikiao, if I'm correct? Ilhart, never mind. So, usually it's Hibikiao if you do go through the speedrun normally, but of course I've already gained a whole bunch of cubes, so it messed up the whole RNG scene, and ended up getting just a regular Ilhart, which is completely useless. So there's no other mandatory area. You just head up this way from the teleporter. We're going to skip a cutscene. We're going to get the heal, and we're going to go to Novelizer Naro, who is not too difficult of a boss. Again, I have almost 200 attack on Skyrider, so in all honesty, I don't think that Naro is going to take too much more time. But in the meantime, I can also show you, because I'm gonna be grinding emotes here, just to show. But what you can do is, a new strategy for me is to use muscle and release. What that means is I have infinite MP and I'm completely invulnerable. So I can just sit here and womp on him without having to waste any MP. Now, I don't know how much of a faster strategy this is than just shooting him, but looking at it, it seems like it took off a tremendous chunk, which I did not wholeheartedly expect. I'm going to say that right now. I did not wholeheartedly expect it to go that quickly. But as you can see, he's dead. See ya! So, maybe the muscle release strategy will indeed work in the end. I don't know. You don't face that. You do not face that boss. So, spoilers, I'm not going to say who it is, but you will not face that boss. As you can see, I believe... Oh, well, there you go. Everything's all set. Novella's done. So like I said, very short area. There's not much of anything besides just going through the normal motions. No grinding, no nothing. And once you have a certain amount of attack, you can just move straight on to Twinia. But again, we will save that for next time. And again, if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, do all that, junk for the algorithm. And again, I will see you guys later.